Have you ever walked into someone's home and without a word spoken felt completely at ease, like the room itself was giving you a warm embrace? Maybe it was the soft scent of lemon in the kitchen, a gentle trace of lavender in the air, or just that clean, comforting smell that told you this place is cared for. Now think about your own home. When was the last time its scent made you pause, smile, and breathe a little deeper? As we grow older, our homes become more than just places to live. They become sanctuaries of memory, rest and peace, and the way they smell. That's a quiet part of the story we often overlook. You might be surprised to know that creating a consistently fresh and welcoming scent doesn't require expensive products or endless cleaning. It starts with a shift one that professionals have known for years. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through some of the most gentle, effective secrets to make your home smell not just clean, but comforting. Always. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you may just rediscover the joy of walking through your own front door. Secret number 1, ventilate with intention. There's something profoundly comforting about a home that feels light, open, and alive. And surprisingly, one of the simplest ways to create that feeling costs nothing at all. It starts with air. Not just the occasional crack of a window, but real intentional ventilation. You see, many homes, especially those lived in by older adults, hold on to stale air like a memory they forgot to release. It's subtle, that heaviness you sometimes feel, the lingering scent of yesterday's cooking, the dampness in a closed bathroom, the dusty quiet of a room rarely entered. It's not just smell, it's energy. And energy, just like air, needs to move. Opening your windows and doors for just 15 to 30 minutes a day, especially from opposite sides of the house, can transform your space. It's called cross-ventilation, and it works like nature's broom. It sweeps out the tired, used-up air and brings in fresh, oxygen-rich life. Even in cooler climates, those few minutes of chill are worth the reset. And don't forget the forgotten spaces, closets, laundry rooms, that spare bathroom that rarely sees light. Let them breathe too. A small fan placed in a doorway can gently guide the air to flow through like a stream winding its way around stones. And here's something you might not expect: when you let the air move, something else shifts too. You. Your mood, your clarity. The air in your home is what you live in, breathe in, think in. When it's stagnant, so are we. But when it moves, so does the mind, so does the spirit. It's not just cleaning, it's clearing. It's a quiet act of self-care, a way of saying, I deserve to live in a space that feels fresh and alive. And if you start your day this way, with a deep breath for your home, you might just find that it becomes a breath of renewal for your soul too. Secret number 2, clean the textiles, the silent scent keepers. There's a quiet part of your home that holds on to more than just comfort. It holds memories, yes, but also the sense of days gone by. I'm talking about your fabrics. Your curtains, throw blankets, cushions, sheets, and even that rug beneath your feet. They may seem soft and unassuming, but over time they quietly soak in the everyday aromas of your life, last night's dinner, your beloved dog's favorite nap spot, the gentle dust of time. And while everything else may look spotless, these hidden scent keepers could be telling a different story. But here's the beautiful part. Reviving them doesn't require anything fancy. Just a bit of care, a touch of rhythm, and some gentle intention. Start with your sheets and pillowcases. Wash them once a week, not out of duty, but as a gift to your rest. Every night, you'll fall asleep wrapped in freshness. Once a month, tend to your curtains. Whether it's a gentle wash or a pass with the vacuum, you'll notice the air feels lighter afterward. For cushions or couches, a soft cloth dipped in a mix of warm water, white vinegar, and a drop or two of lemon or lavender oil works wonders, like a spa day for your furniture. And for your rugs, sprinkle some baking soda. Wait 20 minutes, then vacuum. Letting go of old smells like clearing out old thoughts. If you wish to add a little extra joy, mist your fabrics with a mix of water and essential oils. Eucalyptus to revive, chamomile to soothe, orange to uplift. As the scent lingers, so does the feeling that your home is truly alive. When your textiles are refreshed, your whole space feels softer, cleaner, and strangely more loving. It's not just about what you see, it's what you feel when you walk through the door. Secret number 3, use white vinegar, the quiet hero of freshness. Sometimes the most powerful solutions are the simplest ones, hiding in plain sight. Sitting quietly in your pantry, a humble bottle of white vinegar holds more power than most of us give it credit for. It may not greet you with a floral scent, and its sharpness might even wrinkle your nose at first. But give it a moment and you'll discover why so many professional cleaners swear by it. White vinegar doesn't just cover up odors the way store-bought sprays often do. It gently breaks them down at their source, neutralizing them at the molecular level. It's not trying to impress, it's trying to purify. And when it does, the result is something rare. A home that doesn't smell like perfume, but simply smells clean. Here's how to invite this quiet hero into your everyday routine. Pour a little vinegar into a small bowl or jar and place it wherever odors tend to linger, behind the trash can near the litter box under the sink. Let it sit overnight, and by morning, that stale heaviness in the air, it's gone, and the sharp vinegar scent vanished too. For a more hands-on approach, mix equal parts vinegar and water in a spray bottle. Add a few drops of essential oil lemon to brighten lavender, to soothe, or peppermint to awaken. Use it on kitchen counters, bathroom tiles, or tabletops. It's gentle, effective, and leaves behind a kind of invisible calm. And here's a little extra magic: soak cotton balls in this mix and tuck them into cabinets, drawers, or behind furniture. They won't shout for attention, but they'll quietly keep your space feeling cared for. When vinegar becomes part of your routine, something shifts. Your home doesn't just look clean, it feels clean. It's the kind of freshness that doesn't announce itself loudly but lives softly in the background, like a gentle whisper of peace. Secret number 4, clean with scent. Don't wait until after. Here's a gentle shift in thinking that changes everything. So often we wait until cleaning is done before we think about fragrance. We light a candle, spray a mist, or plug in a diffuser, hoping to chase away the smell of bleach or detergent. But those who truly love their homes, who make them feel like a place of peace and welcome, do something different. They weave scent into the very act of cleaning. Every swipe, every sweep, every wipe becomes not just about removing dirt, but about infusing calm freshness and care into the air itself. Picture this: you're wiping down your kitchen counters, and instead of the harsh scent of chemicals, you're greeted by a soft breeze of lemon or eucalyptus. You mop the floor, and the warm notes of lavender gently rise with each motion. The entire space responds, not just visually, but emotionally. Cleaning begins to feel less like a chore and more like a small act of love. And that changes everything. Here's how to make it your new habit. Mix your own simple cleaning solution: equal parts water and white vinegar plus 10 to 15 drops of essential oil. Lemon for brightness, lavender for calm, or tea tree for that crisp, clean edge. This gentle mixture can be used everywhere: kitchen counters, bathroom sinks, door handles, and even the inside of your fridge. When it's time to mop, add a few drops of oil directly to the water. In autumn, orange with a hint of clove wraps your home in cozy warmth. In summer, peppermint and eucalyptus feel like a breath of fresh air. Want to make it effortless? Soak a few reusable cloths in the mixture and keep them in a sealed container. The next time you notice a smudge or fingerprint, just reach in and pull one out, ready to clean and refresh in one easy motion. No fuss, no waste, just quiet beauty. When your home smells lovely while you clean, not just after it leaves behind more than tidiness, it creates a mood, a memory, a message. This space is cared for, this space is loved, and you feel it every time you walk through the door. Secret number 5, create invisible aroma corners. The gentle magic of hidden scent. There's something almost poetic about the way a space can hold a feeling. A soft breeze near the window, a drawer that smells faintly of lavender, or a whisper of vanilla that follows you down the hallway. The truth is, the most comforting, soul-soothing scents in a home don't shout for attention. They don't come from big bottles or noisy machines. They come from places you can't even see. Professional designers and hotel staff call them invisible aroma corners, and once you start using them, they quietly transform the way your home feels, without ever asking to be noticed. So what are they? Think of them as tiny hidden scent keepers nestled behind furniture, tucked into drawers, under beds, slipped into bookshelves or vents. They don't overpower. They don't compete with your space. They simply exist, gently releasing fragrance little by little, hour after hour. One of the simplest ways to start is with cotton balls or pieces of fabric soaked in a few drops of essential oil. Try lavender for calm, vanilla for warmth, or eucalyptus for clarity. Tuck them behind the sofa, beneath your pillowcase, inside your vacuum filter, or at the back of a cabinet. Each one becomes a quiet breath of freshness. You can also create small pouches filled with dried flowers, citrus peels, or herbs. Mix rose petals with rosemary or lavender with a touch of lemon zest. Add a bit of rice to the pouch and a few drops of oil. It helps hold the scent longer and gently absorbs moisture. These sachets are perfect for closets, drawers, linen shelves, or even beneath your car seat. And here's a beautiful bonus: if you have central air tape, a small cotton pad with essential oil behind your vent cover. Each time the system turns on, the air carries that soft scent through the room like a peaceful breeze. These tiny corners may seem unimportant, but they leave a lasting impression. They create not just a clean-smelling home, but a warm living atmosphere, one that feels tender, thoughtful, and loved. These are the details that don't just freshen a space, they give it soul. Secret number 6, let citrus work its magic. A breath of sunshine for your home. There's something unmistakably joyful about the scent of citrus. It doesn't just smell clean, it feels like light pouring through a window, like laughter in the kitchen, like the soft energy of a fresh new morning. Orange, lemon, lime, grapefruit. Each one carries a brightness that lifts the spirit as much as it freshens the air. And the best part, you probably already have this magic tucked away in your fruit bowl or resting on your cutting board. Citrus is nature's gift to the senses, and with just a few simple touches, it can turn any room into a sanctuary of warmth and vitality. Start with the peels. Yes, those golden scraps we usually toss without a second thought. Don't. They're tiny scent treasures. Simmer them in a small pot of water on the stove with a cinnamon stick or a few cloves if you're in the mood for something cozy. Within minutes, your whole home will feel embraced by a fragrance that's both comforting and quietly uplifting. And it lingers long after the pot is turned off, like a memory that chooses to stay. Dried peels are just as lovely. Place them in small trays or bowls by the bathroom sink on your nightstand near a sunny window. They'll continue to release their soft aroma day after day. For areas that need a little extra help, like around the trash can or laundry room, mix dried citrus with baking soda in a dish. It gently absorbs odors while releasing that sweet, clean scent. Feeling creative? Make your own spray by mixing water, a splash of rubbing alcohol, and a few drops of citrus essential oil in a bottle. Spritz it into the air onto linens or drapes or across your pillow just before bed. It's a simple ritual, but it feels like kindness in a bottle. And here's something beautiful: research shows that citrus scents don't just refresh the air, they refresh the mind. They reduce stress, boost focus, and restore a sense of emotional balance. Especially in later years when peace becomes a priority, citrus can be a quiet companion in your day, a cheerful presence whispering, "You're home." So next time you peel an orange, pause. Keep the peel. Let it bring a little more joy into the spaces you love. Secret number 7, treat your trash like a scent opportunity. Yes, really. It may not be glamorous, but let's talk about it. The trash can. That quiet corner of the kitchen we try not to notice until suddenly one unpleasant whiff changes the mood of the entire house. A single forgotten peel or leftover scrap can send out odors that linger far beyond the kitchen walls. But here's a powerful shift in thinking. What if instead of seeing the trash as a problem, you treated it as a hidden chance to bring freshness into your space? With just a few thoughtful touches, even your garbage bin can help your home smell lovely. Start with the basics. Give your bin a little love once a week. Mix hot water with white vinegar and a few drops of lemon or eucalyptus oil and scrub the inside gently but thoroughly. Let it dry fully before lining it with a new bag. This step alone can erase the old residue that quietly causes sour smells to return again and again. Then add a small layer of care. Place a paper towel or piece of cardboard at the bottom of the bin, sprinkle on some baking soda, and add a few drops of essential oil, mint for clarity, lemon for brightness, or tea tree for purity. It works silently to absorb moisture and soften odors between bag changes. For an extra touch, tuck a cotton pad with a drop or two of oil into the underside of the lid, or tape it inside the rim. Each time the bin opens, instead of a bad surprise, you get a light, clean burst of scent. But the biggest change comes from one small habit: never leave food scraps overnight. Even if the bag isn't full, taking it out before bed can make all the difference by morning. Food odors ferment quickly, and once they take hold, they cling to walls, fabrics, in the air. When you care for your trash can, the way you care for your favorite chair or your bedside table, you're saying something quietly beautiful that no corner of your home is forgotten. And in that attention, in that simple respect, your house becomes not just cleaner, but more peaceful, more welcoming, more yours. Secret number 8, refresh the air naturally. A gentle breath of serenity. When we think of making our home smell good, most of us reach instinctively for a store-bought spray. But those quick fixes often come with something hidden, synthetic fragrances that don't actually clear the air. They just mask it. They layer strong, artificial scents over existing odors, leaving a heaviness behind that doesn't feel fresh, just perfumed. But here's a quieter, more powerful truth that seasoned homemakers and professionals alike know well. Real freshness comes from nature. And when you invite that kind of freshness into your space, something in the entire room shifts. Not just the air, but the energy. Start with a homemade spray. It's simple but deeply effective. Combine distilled water with a small splash of rubbing alcohol and a blend of essential oils. And don't be afraid to mix them. Lavender with eucalyptus brings calm and clarity. Orange with clove adds warmth and vibrancy. Mist lightly into the air across curtains onto your rugs, or even over your bed sheets in the morning. Within minutes, your home will feel subtly transformed, like someone opened a window in your mind. Simmering scents are another beautiful method. In a small pot, add water and a few comforting ingredients: cinnamon sticks, star, anise, ginger slices, bay leaves. Let it gently steam on the stove, and soon your kitchen, your hallway, your heart will all feel a little softer. This is a quiet trick that home stagers use not just to impress, but to welcome, to make a space feel not just clean, but loved. Plants can also work wonders. Fresh herbs like rosemary, mint, or basil do more than decorate a windowsill. They purify the air and release subtle aromas whenever you brush past them. And if you enjoy essential oil diffusers, let them run just for a couple of hours at a time, enough to refresh the room, then let stillness return. Natural freshness isn't loud. It doesn't shout for attention. It simply lives in the background, inviting a slower breath, a calmer moment. It turns your home into a haven, not through force, but through grace. One quiet scent, one peaceful corner, one breath at a time. Secret number 9, focus on the hot spots. Small corners with big stories. Every home carries its own scent, its own quiet story told through the air. And more often than not, it's shaped by a few tiny corners we tend to overlook. Professionals call these hot spots, the places that gather scent faster than anywhere else. They're small, sometimes hidden, but they carry the power to either welcome or overwhelm. Think about it: the front entryway, the bathroom, the kitchen after a big meal, the closet where clothes quietly rest. These spaces see the most activity and often the least attention. They trap the smells of shoes, steamed spices, and worn fabric, and if left untouched, they linger longer than we'd like. But here's the beauty. With just a touch of care, these hot spots can become scent highlights, little invitations that say, "You're home and you're cared for." Begin at the door. Place a small reed diffuser or a bowl of dried potpourri on a nearby shelf. A quick mist of lavender or orange oil on the doormat adds a burst of freshness with every footstep. In the bathroom, set a jar of baking soda under the sink, mixed with eucalyptus or peppermint oil. After each shower, lightly mist the air or curtain with a calming, essential oil blend, turning daily routines into spa-like rituals. In the kitchen, timing is everything. Right after cooking, simmer orange peels with cinnamon or wipe counters with a lemon-scented cloth. Don't forget your stovetop hood. Its filter quietly holds on to food smells and deserves a monthly refresh. As for the closet, here's a lovely trick from boutique hotels. Tuck a bar of lavender or sandalwood soap into a soft pouch and slip it onto a shelf or into a drawer. Each time you open the door, you'll be greeted not by musty fabric, but by a soft, familiar fragrance. When you tend to these small spaces with care, you transform your home without fanfare. You're not just covering smells, you're crafting atmosphere. And in those quiet, thoughtful details, your home begins to breathe in a whole new way. One gentle scent, one warm welcome at a time. Secret number 10. End the day with an aromatic nighttime routine, a final gift of calm. We've come to the final secret, and it may be the most powerful of them all. The end of the day is a tender time, a gentle unwinding when the world softens, the house falls quiet, and you begin to let go. But what if this quiet moment wasn't just for rest, but for transformation? What if as you drift off to sleep, your home could be filling itself with peace, preparing the air for a new tomorrow? That's the beauty of a nighttime scent ritual. It's not just about making things smell nice. It's about wrapping your space and your spirit in something warm and restorative. Start by giving your bedroom a breath of fresh life. Open a window for 5 minutes, even in winter. That small exchange of air refreshes the energy in the room and lets the outside world whisper goodnight. Then reach for a simple linen spray, a blend of water, and a few drops of lavender or chamomile. Mist it gently over your pillows and sheets. The scent is soft, almost invisible, but as you lay down, it begins to work. Your body relaxes. Your mind begins to quiet. If sprays aren't for you, tuck a little sachet of dried rose petals or lavender into your pillowcase. Your own warmth will slowly awaken the fragrance through the night. If you enjoy using a diffuser, set it on a timer. Just 30 minutes is enough. Try lavender with bergamot for rest or eucalyptus with mint if your mind needs clarity. The scent moves through the room like a lullaby, subtle and slow. And for a truly grounding ritual, light a small candle just for 10 minutes as you prepare to sleep. Choose something earthy like sandalwood or gentle like vanilla. Let that small flame signal something important: the day is ending and peace is welcome. These aren't chores, they're quiet acts of care for your home and for yourself. And when morning comes, you'll feel the difference. The room will already be fresh, the air will already be kind, and you'll wake not into rush, but into ease. That is the beauty of scent. It doesn't just linger. It comforts, it calms, and it carries you gently through the hours. The scent of a home is more than just a fragrance. It's the quiet signature of a life lived with intention. Now that you've discovered these 10 simple yet powerful ways to fill your space with comfort and warmth, I hope you're feeling inspired. Because a home that smells beautiful isn't about perfection, it's about presence. It's the soft whisper that says this place is loved. You don't have to do everything at once. Just choose one small ritual tonight. Maybe it's opening a window, misting your pillow, or tucking a lavender sachet into a drawer. These little acts of care build something deeper, a space that gives back to you. If this video made you pause, smile, or breathe a little more deeply, I'd love to hear from you. What's one scent that makes your home feel like home? Comment below with just 3 words like lavender night calm. And if you'd like more gentle, meaningful ideas for daily living, feel free to subscribe. We'll be here when you're ready. Until then, may your home be filled with the quiet joy of clean air, soft light, and the peace you so deeply deserve. And next time, we'll explore how to keep that feeling alive room by room.